Hey guys, Horror Man again with another review. Today we're going to go ahead and take a look at the Red Hood and the Outlaws Jason Todd figure. This is made by DC Collectibles, came out not that long ago, and this is actually a modified version. It's custom done by Jin-Saotome. John Mallamas is his real name, and he's a pretty well-known customizer online. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. It comes in the standard packaging that all the New 52 figures have come in, with kind of like the window halfway open here. Then it says Red Hood, and you get a picture of him on the side, and then there's a picture of what the actual figure looks like, and then it shows you the rest of the group, and then there's even a picture of Jason at the top. Now, if you look at this face, he has kind of like more of like the helmet with the grin and the nose. And also these arms, he has blades on both arms. Now, the one thing you're going to find different about this figure is both things have been changed. So let me go ahead and take this out of the packaging and we'll take a closer look. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a close look at this figure. First of all, it does come with two accessories, both being handguns. Pretty much the same exact thing, no difference, but it's nice that he does have the two handguns. And they're kind of like a thicker plastic. They're not like a rubber or anything. And there's a decent amount of paint on here. Speaking of which, the guns can actually go into the holsters on the side. And there's even a little flap that you can kind of attach. Just like that. Alright, so like I said, there was a couple major changes with this figure as compared to the regular version that you get from DCC. The biggest thing that people were, even if you liked the way this looks, I think a lot of people complain about the blades on the arms. So those were not only just removed, the actual arm was changed out. So this is not the original arm at all. So these two were changed so you don't have to worry about any of those blades kind of like getting in the way or breaking or anything like that. And it really makes good for poses, kind of like doing that from the back with the handguns pose. I'll show that a little bit later, but it's a really, really nice feature, so I'm really happy that the blades were taken care of. So the second real big change is the mask. Like I said before, the mask that came with this had like the nose with the grin, kind of like represents one of his looks in New 52, and his look is kind of changed depending on which artist actually draws the book that particular week. So I mean, his helmet's gone through a lot of changes, and honestly I don't really like how many changes it's gone through. I like the classic helmet from Under the Red Hood, and I was really hoping this DC figure would come with something more like that. So I was really happy that Jin completely customized this helmet for me, and it really gives a much more classic Red Hood look, and I think it suits the character so much better. To each their own, but I don't really like the Destro grin and all other crap. I really like this style, and the character really hadn't been out that long, maybe 10 years, and they changed him so much, so rapidly. It's just, I don't know. Some things I just like more classic, so I'm really happy with this. He still has the same amount of movement, nothing's changed, and he even kind of kept the different kind of carvings in the helmet, so it still has that same kind of sculpt design that DCC put on there, but this whole part here is completely different. So here he is with both the handguns, and you can see he's really got a lot of movement with these different arms. Nothing's hindered like with the blades. You really have to be careful with the way you handle it and everything, and you really can't get a lot of good shooting poses out of, but with these new arms, I mean, it just looks so much more appropriate to what we've seen in the comic. The actual blades that he comes with in the original figure, I think it's only based off of maybe a few pictures. I know I've seen him with the blades before, but not often enough to justify it on a figure. I'm not sure who made that call. And then you can kind of see like from behind the back with the guns. Really get some cool looks out of this figure. So yeah, again, really happy with the way this came out. Definitely exactly what I was looking for. I think this is a really nice representation of Jason Todd in the New 52. Alright, so we'll do some comparisons. Here he is with the DC Arkham Origins Batman. And you can see they're really standing pretty good height together. Jason Todd is an ex-Robin, so he definitely should be much shorter than Batman. And you can see they definitely stack up pretty nicely together. And here he is next to the Movie Masters Dark Knight Batman, actually in the Batman Begins suit, and you can see the Red Hood completely towers over him. Here he is next to the 1989 NECA Batman, and they're also in pretty good scale together. Alright, and final comparison, here he is next to my Red Hood custom in the 6-inch scale, and this one was made by Emerald Archer. And you can find him on Figure Realm. So they look pretty good next to each other. I had this actually, I purchased this other custom from Emerald Archer on eBay about a year ago. And he had a really unique style. It kind of has like the Arkham Knight / Dark Knight / Under the Red Hood type of look. So it's really unique. So it's really nice to have a Red Hood in the 7-inch and Red Hood in the 6-inch scale. So that's about it. Overall, I'm really happy to own this one. Thanks again to Jin-Saotome for hooking me up with this awesome custom. He was really cool. I originally asked him about this really not that long ago, and he was just going to do the head sculpt for me. But he ended up doing the arms also, so I'm really happy for that. Just another thing to say about just the Red Hood and DC Collectibles in general. I find it amazing that after 10 years, we still don't have a proper Under the Red Hood figure. So there's a lot of good customizers out there. I know Jin-Saotome obviously did this one. He did another one a while back. This isn't the Red Hood that was bought off of eBay that some of you might have seen. That version that he did had dynamic articulation. This one doesn't. But yeah, that was a really nice figure. Also, Anthony's Customs makes some really cool Red Hood figures. So if you're not really feeling the new Arkham Knight Red Hood or the Joker or even this original New 52 version, there are other options, but unfortunately it's going to be pretty much just customizers. So thanks for watching the review. I'll put a little slideshow at the end of some of my photos. Like, subscribe, leave a comment. Unfortunately, I won't be able to answer any questions about how much it costs or how long it takes. So that's between you and whoever you get to do your custom. And I'll put some links for Emerald Archer and obviously for Jin-Saotome. So again, thanks John for everything. Appreciate it, man. See ya.
You can't bring me down. Already had my life turned upside down. I write it down.